doing here, this is a training that I did back in 2014 that I am redoing, and I did it privately back then. And what's really amazing to me is that most of these things haven't changed. I've only changed one thing, and that's only because it's my emphasis, and that in particular is that you build your own continuity offer or learning center, which is what I've been teaching for the last 2 years. And I wanted to add that in here, and I think that's a key area. But let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about here. Before I get into these 10 ways, let's talk a little bit about information marketing, which is basically what you're doing. If you're a PLR seller, if you are a product seller, if you sell journals, if you sell printables, whatever it is, you are in information marketing if you're not selling physical products. I think you know that, or even if you're doing a service. If you're doing a service, you should have an information marketing business where you have products that you sell on your own. And what information marketing is leverage. Basically, what information marketing does for us is it allows us to create multiple products and we can sell them simultaneously, because the product doesn't care if it's selling right next to something else that's selling, and we're putting it all and making it all available on the internet to people at their time. So in other words, somebody comes to our website and they decide, well, hey, I want to know about Facebook, and another person comes and say, hey, I want to know about YouTube. Those two people don't care that they're being educated on two different things. So in other words, one of the things you do as an information marketer is you get multiple plates spinning and you get them up and running. And so you do the work one time. That's what you're doing as an information marketer, right? You're not trying to do this over and over again. What you're trying to do as much as possible is do the work one time and get people to buy it over and over again. And so you will have to be generating profits every day from efforts you already have in place. You do that work this week, you want to start generating profits from that work, and then do something else this week and then generate profit from that work, and then still continue to generate profit on those two things and then do something else the next week. That's what information marketing does. That's why you do it. That's why we also do it. And you should always be putting new buying opportunities in motion. So if you're not putting a buy link in front of people, then you're not doing information marketing yet. Now, you may be doing a lot of different things, but you have to put buying opportunities before people. And that's at the end of the day what it is that we all do. We have to also be attracting new customers. Dan Kennedy says, and I said this in my game plan last night, or in my newsletter. Listen, Dan Kennedy's right. When he says, don't go to bed until you've done something to generate new business, whatever it is. If you're not doing something to build your list, don't go to bed. You shouldn't be looking for loopholes. You and I, and you have, how many of you have been in information marketing long enough where you've tried to do something and it's been for short-term money? Maybe somebody, you saw something and said, hey, if you tried this one method, everybody's doing it and everybody's generating lots of money, but you've got to get in fast. If you've ever done that, or if you've been doing that, let's say for the last year and a half, if maybe you thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll buy this, nobody will know, and I'll get this thing and I'll start doing it, and if it works, fantastic, but if it doesn't, hey, nobody will ever know. That's what happens to a lot of us. So what I want to encourage you to do is to stop looking for loopholes. So anything you see, and it doesn't matter where you see it, if somebody says, hey, it's going to work, and it's going to work because of this secret method, more than likely, in another 6 months, you're not going to be doing it. And so I want to really encourage you not to be looking for loopholes. Do the sure thing and do the work that you know you need to be doing. A shameless plug here. That's what we talk about as an ultimate insider. The PLRshow.com/insiders. So if you want to build, you want to have the tools available in order to do those things, that's what we do, for you as an ultimate insider. Let's first talk about getting into the niche again before we talk about these 10 things. Get into a niche where you can help people solve problems. So think about problems that you can solve. And even if you're just learning how to solve those problems, that's a niche you want to be in. Try to be in some place where you have some expertise. And if you don't have the expertise, you do have to spend your time getting it. And unfortunately, hanging out on social media is not going to give you the expertise to solve problems. I know it seems like it does, and it kind of feels like it does, and it kind of feels like you're marketing, but you're probably not. And so you need to go someplace where you've got a competitive advantage. So in other words, you got to go someplace where you're doing something that other people can't. One of the things we talk about, as in our insider training on Thursdays is this. You need to have a unique selling proposition at the product level, at the brand level, and at the long-term level. You need to have a competitive advantage. It doesn't matter how many people are in the marketplace already. All that matters is that you have a competitive advantage and that you can deliver. So if you have a competitive advantage, you can deliver, you will eventually get the customers that you want. What you don't want to do is you don't want to do work twice. And you want to develop some kind of expertise. Maybe your expertise is designing funnels. Maybe your expertise is creating a specific kind of product that people want. Whatever it is, find the area in which you solve problems. And basically, what you want to do is you want to position yourself in that market, whatever that sub-market is, decide you're going to educate. So make the effort to just decide, okay, you know what? I may not be the expert. I may not know everything, but I am going to be one place.